Hello? Again, actually. Oh, damn it, I pressed the space bar. Hold on. I got my thing going. It was what, F3? Why did I press space? How did I do that? Oh, was it Control 1? That's what I used to start my recording. Anyways. This one is going to be Claude. We'll use this file, Claude Earth. And you can kind of see that I changed my things a little bit there. We'll go back to the original just for this one. And then once I press this is when I press the thing. So I don't know if I'll do too many more of these. Maybe, I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. Skip. So we'll see the difference between Claude and Rena. Now we can just zip, zip, zip. See, this is more linear, I think. I don't know, it's hard to say. And then just zoom on ahead. Skippity skip, skip, skip. Huh? What's going on here? Oh right, I'm supposed to use my gun. I'm such a moron. I'm wasting precious seconds. We're off. Yeah, I finished Final Fantasy Tactics this week. Ivalice Chronicles. It's pretty good. I liked it. What I really liked were the quality of life improvements. It's my favorite part. Being able to skip or back out of battles. Great. This way you're not forced into fighting all the time, which gets pretty tedious. And I beat it under-leveled. Of course, that was with the power of Beowulf. And Demi, too. Being able to use... I think it was more Beowulf and Orlando. Because, Beowulf did like hundreds. He did like 1600 plus damage from using Drain on it twice. And then Orlando did several hundred damage as well, because his turns come so fast with the haste on the Excalibur. And then my arithmetic, I think I only got like one or two Demi 2s off, which did 999. So damage cap. Really what made it so easy, even on the new hardest difficulty, was the fact that you can equip ribbons and perfumes on anybody. So my whole team was just nothing but ribbon and chantage. Immune to all status effects, always re-raise, always regen. So, it was pretty sweet. And who did we use? We used Ramza, two of the characters I started the game with, Beowulf and Orlando. That was everybody. I didn't bother with Cloud. His abilities are kind of garbage. Plantier, Galaxia for the status immunity. We will do this Ring of Light Speed, and then there should be this one. Doubles attack, nullifies petrification. So we've got maximum attack, which is pretty sweet. Shut up, kid. Let's go. I gotta walk using my own feet. I can't even ride the back of a giant person-sized bunny. That's okay. We'll do that later. Yeah, the Beowulf Orlandu. They're both pretty good. Got my calculator pretty... I think it was like mid-game I got a calculator. And then I never used them in battle even one time as a calculator. All I did was just use a bunch of like errands to get the JP I needed. It worked out very well. Very, very, very well. Because calculator is OPAF. It's an awful, awful class to play because the stat growth is just atrocious. And like it's slow, it's got shitty attack and magic attack and everything. But you don't have to play as it, because you could just use the errands like I did and kind of get around it altogether, which is exactly what I did. Yeah, skip. And there wasn't really a new game plus thing. It was just like after you won, it put you back. To the point on the map where, like, just before you go into the final set of dungeons. It did unlock some new, like, information in the Chronicle, though, which is kind of neat. One of them is like a timeline, basically just showing, like, this is what's going on with everybody else at the time. Oh, I forgot to set my assault formation. I'll do that later, after we get Celine. I'm not going to bother with... Oh no, I'll have to equip Rena. At the very least, I have to give her the pendant, the intimidation pendant. And turn on Bodyguard and Scout. I don't know if the Scout is really that useful, though, because they're already green. Maybe it makes them move less, I don't know. Yeah, so what I started playing after Final Fantasy Tactics, actually I only just finished recording it actually, is XCOM Apocalypse, but the Open Apocalypse version, Open APOC. So it's like a rebuild, a fan rebuild of the game. Should be pretty interesting. I've played it before in like an older version, which was pretty unstable. It's like 2022, 2023 maybe. Actually, it might even be older than that. I think it was. There was... You know, I don't remember his name. Oh, what the hell is his name? I don't know. There's a YouTuber that that did a playthrough. There's a YouTuber that did a playthrough, and I played it right around the same time. I just don't remember his name. Okay, Gabriel, Lucifer. Really, I don't need anybody but Gabriel and Lucifer. Because the rest of them are they take too long. So I'll just do down, Jofiel, I guess. Because they're super powerful. Eraser beam? Sure. Damn it! There it goes, the formation. And I want this one. Just fast travel. And then we'll go. Actually, I think this... Oh, it's hard to say. Would it have been faster? Oh, I didn't turn on my bodyguard. I wonder if it would have been faster to do the bunny and then just run past this town rather than fast travel. Because now I need to call the bunny anyways, right? Love this music. I'm gonna say that every time I play this game. What is his name? It's gonna bug me now that I can't remember. It's the same guy who paid to add that awful Blackwater mission in Wrath of the Righteous, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Starts with the C, I think. Cryo something or whatever, C something. I don't know, I can't remember. Then I'm not going to stop what I'm doing to go look it up. Yeah, but I saw a playthrough that he did, and I played right around the same time that he did that. And I remember him having some problems. Although his problems were resolved by the developers fairly quickly. Like whatever it was that was, because his weren't, like, I guess I shouldn't say his problems weren't as bad as my problems. They were very similar in that they were breaking the game. It's just he had like a line to the people who run the game who could like, oh, do this kind of thing. And then it like saved the run type of thing. So it worked out pretty good for him. But that was a couple years ago, I think. So. Oh my goodness. Am I gonna be behind? Screwing up that fight at the very, very beginning and then dicking around in the menus? I've got 2 minutes. I think Celine will be behind. Let's go. We're off. Yeah, so I've also got this other mod installed that that adds like a bunch of different weapons to the game. Claw on my chest. That adds a bunch of different weapons. So there's like the heavy laser, heavy plasma, plasma rifle, plasma pistols, like a bunch of them from like the other games. There's even like gauze rifles and stuff like that. A flamethrower. So I had to equip the flamethrower. It's bloody heavy though. It's like 40 weight for the fuel tanks, and then like 50 or 60, I think, for the actual weapon. Super heavy. And then they added power armor. I guess we're fighting these guys. They added power armor. which is like super. It's basically the power armor from the first war, the first invasion, I guess. And it's super light, like super light. But it's like a third or less of the protection. So I was like, well, I'm never going to use this, but I actually did buy a pair, and it's wicked expensive. It's like 2.5 times the cost. Yeah, see, we're over for Celine. It's 2.5 times the cost to buy a full set compared to like your regular Mega Pole armor. But it's like I said, it's way lighter. I think it's like a third of the weight. And then I can't skip this. Yeah, a third of the weight, a third of the defense. Which is kind of shitty. Okay, please travel with us. So wait for her thing to pop up. Celine joins the party. So now we're on our way to Bowman. Don't I have one? There we go. Perfect. Like a whole minute behind, really. Wow, I really cocked that up, huh? No, maybe the arena playthrough is faster than I thought. Well, we'll see. Or maybe I just screwed up. We'll see how it goes. We're definitely going to catch up. Especially... Actually, here is where we're going to catch up between Celine and Bowman. Because we won't have as much like garbage to deal with at the ARMS tournament. And then I think there's like 1 or 2 less conversations. But the tower bit is longer for Claude, like in Illyria Tower, just because you have to go up to the Calmus, and then for Arena you get to skip that whole thing. But also for Arena, you're basically stuck with Claude going all the way to the end of the tournament, so you have to do the whole tournament. But when we do our Claude run, we just run away, and then we get to skip pretty much the whole thing. And now that Diaz is max leveled, he should just one-shot everybody throughout the tournament. Unlike the last time we were playing where he was... I don't want to say he was struggling, but he certainly wasn't just instantly killing enemies. Okay, good. I was worried that if he got too close to that guy, it would trigger Kettle's bullshit. But it doesn't, so we're good. Maybe I should have... Nah, I was just thinking maybe I should have put something between Celine and Bowman, but... It's so quick, like the game is quick, so it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, so for now, I've got my XCOM Apocalypse team. I've got them with like plasma rifles and stuff like that from the first invasion. The heavy laser plasma. A Gauss rifle. Flamethrower. It's gonna be fun. I just did one battle one battle at the police station, and it was this like really tiny map. This is longer too, because Rena goes back and forth to Diaz and Rena and Claude and Celine here. So here we skipped one conversation and then we got to rest. Rena had to go back and forth. Rena and Diaz have a similar conversation at the beginning here. So here I'm skipping 3 things. And Rena and Diaz, I think it was just 2. But Rena and Diaz have more dialogue throughout the swamp. He talks about that Cecile girl, the little girl Cecile. So here we have all of the same. She went out of her way to kill that guy. We have all of the same conversations about these guys that Rena and Diaz have, but we only have one conversation where the boss is here. But Rena and Diaz have their conversation. They have like an extra battle with like just one guy, and then a conversation there, and then they move to like where the cabin is, and then they have another conversation you gotta skip, and then they fight their boss, and then they have another conversation you have to skip, and then you have to walk up to the cabin. And then you have to walk out of it, like out of that screen to where Celine and Claude are. So you probably get like an extra minute maybe. I don't know, it's hard to say. Yeah, I had to. I was talking to them last time. I was like, oh, I should make these changes to the splits. Like, just change their names. And then I didn't. And I forgot about it until just now. So I had to, like, look through a 90-minute long video trying to find where I said that stuff. And then make the changes. Right, I remembered they kicked off the boat, and then, right, we went back to Null after the 4 fields, right, that's where I did the split, because I cocked that one up. And then it was, getting the Void Matter in Fun City. And that's how how it all is over there now. Come on, bunny. Now we just go zip across the continent. Bet you we could waste that raid boss in like a couple seconds. I'm not gonna, because it doesn't have anything to do with our speed run here. But we could just show him who's boss. Sorry, Fish Lady, we have nothing to say today. Yep. We've got this travel permit, but he doesn't even ask to see it, he just lets us go. We're done. Yeah, so if you're interested in being a soldier in XCOM Apocalypse, just leave a comment. Say I want to be a soldier. You're probably not going to survive the entire playthrough. I'm just gonna put that out there. There's a very high mortality rate in XCOM in the early games. It's not until like the remakes from Firaxis where you really don't want to lose soldiers. But in the first 3 games, you lose people all the time. And it's kind of like balanced out that way. Just designed that way. And then once you get better equipment, that's when That's when you can really build up huge rosters. Not that you really should, because you're never going to use all those people. That's kind of one of the things I didn't like about, like, I do like Apocalypse. Out of the first three, it's my favorite. But it was really buggy. And the promotions, like how it worked is like, I'm just making these numbers up because I don't know exactly what it is, but like for every so many recruits you have, right, you'll get a squaddie. And then for every, say for every like three squaddies, you'll get one squad leader. And then like a lieutenant, and on and on and on, all the way up to the highest rank, which I don't believe was actually possible to attain without cheating. I think it was like a bug or something like that that prevented it from actually being given out. So you just couldn't get the top rank. And like I said, it was hard because it's hard to keep your guys alive. And there's a lot of like bullshit mechanics, for lack of a better word, in XCOM Apocalypse. Entropy missiles being one of them. So you can get hit by an entropy missile and have your guy dissolved. You could have like a mega spawn just spam missiles on your team and just blow you away before you can even react. That's always fun. You could have this is especially bad on real time. You could have like arthropods or skeletoids just go absolutely bonkers throwing grenades. Wow, he still didn't one-shot him, huh? It's his equipment. It's the equipment. That's why it's like that. Skip. Yeah, and then you get stuff like you're mind controlled, and then you drop a bunch of stuff and then get killed right away. So there's a few kind of like bullshit ways of getting people killed, like your team getting killed, or just certain soldiers. So it's like it's really hard. And the weapons do so much damage too. You know, I don't think that's any faster. I thought it might be faster because it's like a shorter distance, but you gotta like run around everything. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I haven't gotten very far, only to one battle. So I'm curious if there's other weapons you can get later. There's stuff like the dimensional destabilizer and stuff that was cut content. I wonder how much of that is going to be added, like going to be in the game. Because I know they made it so they made it so road vehicles can go off the road. And then one of the things that I used was like making the roads invincible so they don't take any damage, which is good. so you can actually use road vehicles. Otherwise, your road vehicles are worthless as soon as somebody hits a street. And everything dies. Oh, there goes my super expensive tank and its expensive cannon and its expensive ammunition. Just gone. Because a missile hit a road tile, like a bridge. And then the entire freeway collapsed. I just lost 50 grand or whatever. Yeah, so that won't be a problem. Although I got something stuck in my throat here. Hopefully it's gone now. Yeah, but I did already encounter a bug with the tank, actually. I bought a tank, and it came with 2 cannons. Hey, talk about good RNG. It came with 2 cannons, but when I wanted to switch a cannon out for like a missile launcher on the tank, surface to air missiles. What happened is I had to unequip the tank cannon twice in order to put my missile launcher on, but it wouldn't let me add like 2. Like it wouldn't let me put 2 missile launchers on, and when I tried to put the cannon back on, it wouldn't let me put it on twice. It's like, oh man, I should have left it like that, cannon with like the tank with 2 cannons. Oh well. Too late now. Normally I don't use the tanks. I don't use ground vehicles, like I said, because they're super fragile, but it shouldn't be so bad. And we're gonna get to Bowman way faster. Can't skip that. Look at that. Way faster. See, and that's the tournament. That's all the extra crap you have to do with Rena in the tournament that you don't have to do with Claude. Right? You meet Gamgee's daughter, you gotta run around, find someone to take the sword, meet Diaz, do more talking. You have to watch Claude's fight. And then, no, you don't watch the first fight. You have to run across the city to get Diaz's sword. And then do more talking. Bowman will join. Please join us. And we'll wait for the thing to pop up. Which should be after this. There we go. 5 minutes is what we cut off there. Man, I can't believe we spent so much extra time in the tournament. So going from the start of the game to Celine was a little bit shorter. Right, but I think we'll be fine. Kicked off the boat. I guess here now, like, the only real difference in time is going to be if we bump into any encounters. I think we got through pretty much the whole game last time with only like 1 or 2 extra encounters, like ones we didn't want. And that wasn't until like late in the game either, so it worked out for us. Oh wait, no, I can't. Yeah, I can't skip because Leon wants to talk. Alright, I need to give... And if he dies, he dies. I don't care that much. He's just... Really, I just gave him that so that he could at least do some damage. But without giving him new armor, he's just going to die right away. Whatever. It gives Rena something to do. And I don't think I did that last time, right? I don't know what I was thinking, but I, like, bunny traveled my way over here. Just cut through. We're all set, let's go. Skip, skip, skip. And then this, I guess, is where you would see some differences in time as well, right? Like if you get lucky and the bunny shows up first try every time, then you can save. Now, what would you really save? Like 5-10 seconds across the whole run? I suppose if you've gotten to the point where you're like really trying to be the best of the best, every little random thing like that, right? Like bumping into an enemy, getting caught on a piece of terrain, not having the rabbit show up right away. What I did with the gun at the beginning, right? Just going up and attacking it instead of using the laser. Those kinds of things, I guess, could like quote unquote kill a run. Oh, I went the wrong way. Well, there you go. That would be another thing. It's this way. It's this way. So it'd be like, oh no, I gotta reset. I mean, I wouldn't do that. And I don't see myself... Damn. Ooh, you almost got me there. I don't see myself ever getting that. The heck? Oh, that's it. Restart the run. I got stopped by a cart. One, 2, 3, and 4. And as usual, I did not write down or do anything to like indicate where where these things are. So it's all like memory. I just need them to get rid of one of those. I do need to go down this way though, because I do need to get rid of... I need to do this. Fix this one. And then that one. So 4. There's 2 up here. Yes it is. Yeah, 2 is there. 3 is behind that thing we blew up. What? That's a little horse shit. That same thing happened to us in the Field of Wisdom last time. That's bullshit. I did not touch him. I did not hit her. Oh, am I gonna have to fight one of these guys? And then where's 4? Ah, 4's the other way. Four is this one down here. And I won't stop and blow that other red one up, even though I kind of wanna. And that one, because it's gonna take time. Precious time. Yes, 5. And then 6 is the one that's down here, close to where the stone is. by. Then we can fight these guys. Yeah, he didn't even get on the field before I killed that guy. Huh? Oh. Let's get out of here. It shouldn't be too much longer before we're kicked off the boat. Doing pretty good. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to... You know, I guess I'd have to save splits as like another game. To do like each difficulty kind of thing, right? Like, so save like new splits for a new Star Ocean thing in the software for Galaxy, and then again for Universe. Like I said before, I'm not going to bother trying this on Chaos. That ultra hard difficulty. Although at New Game Plus it might not actually be all that hard. Starting with like the best equipment at level 255. With all the skills and everything unlocked. Skip. Do I give it one try? Nah. Not worth it. Dr. Guest. There. We don't need to walk, because we need to get to the frontline base. Oh, nice. All the time I saved getting my bunny right away, I wasted by getting myself turned around. Then pathing. I think pathing would be another way to save time. Just going like the straightest, most efficient path from A to B. Instead of like, you know, walking all wavy like this. It's like if you're running, right? You run a marathon or half marathon. I don't have any experience running a full marathon, but I have run 11 halves. You want to maintain a straight line and not be all wavy. That's how you end up running a lot further. I remember doing a half one time in a park that wasn't very level, so it's kind of like you would like naturally drift like to the left and the right, or the right depending on where you were running, because the terrain was like, it wasn't level, it was kind of like wobbly. And I had like a thing with me for tracking my distance, a GPS on my phone. I think it was Nike Run Club, and it tracked my distance 2 kilometers further than, because it's 21.6, I think. No, I can't remember exactly. It's 13.1 miles, and I ran like 2 kilometers more. I can't remember exactly what it worked out to in the miles, but I like 2 kilometers. I ran 2 kilometers, so that's like 1.6 kilometers to the mile. So basically, I ran an extra mile and a half because I was like drifting back and forth across the terrain. Not Tokyo drift, mind you, but just you end up bouncing around because the terrain was all messed up. So you see the same kind of thing in the game, right? Where if you're not running a straight line, you're wobbling around, it takes you longer to get to where you're trying to be. That's kind of where I'm getting at. It takes you longer to walk anywhere. And then it adds up. The time adds up. Now, does it add up to a significant amount of time? Maybe by the end of the game. It's hard to say. Oh, I think I heard my kid. My wife's gotten into the habit of waking him up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom so he doesn't pee in the bed. But I can hear him crying, and that's how I know he's awake. Because he doesn't like it. Then he'll cry. And I get it. I wouldn't want to be woken up in the middle of the night. Goes to bed at 10. So he's been asleep for 3 hours. And then, so if somebody woke me up at 5 o'clock in the morning and told me, hey, you gotta go pee, I'd be like, piss off. I'll fucking go pee when I want to go pee. Don't bug me. Of course, he's 5, so he doesn't have that option. Okay, so we're kicked off the boat. Plus 6 minutes. Damn. And I can... Oh! Damn it. So, on my Claude playthrough, Leon was level 255, so I could just use the bunny. But here you saw, he's not high enough level. Or he's only like level 40 or something like that. I guess with enough... With enough playthroughs, he would eventually level up enough. If I kept doing that anyways. I suppose another option is to just, what the hell was that? Something fall in the fish tank? What was that splash? Uh-oh, I might mess up my times. If he comes over here, I'm gonna have to give him a hug. And I don't remember what I used as my pause. Oh. Is he coming? He's crying. No, he doesn't want to talk to me. He just wants to go back to sleep. I hear you, but I don't want to talk to me either. I also want to go back to sleep. Actually, not that bad. I don't want to go to bed that bad. I kind of want to do what I'm doing. But he would much rather just go to sleep, or try to go back to sleep anyways. There you go. I like this change because it makes it super fast. You know, I think it is always in like the same position. Yay! Let's go! Hurry up, Selena, we're gonna leave you behind. Those elevators, somebody's always getting left behind. So we actually saved another minute, basically, between recruiting Bowman and getting kicked off the boat. Here we'll lose time. I mean, we're still going to be ahead between kicked off the boat and the Synard, but will it still be 6 minutes and 23 seconds? Because these, like, 30 seconds here or whatever we spent, you don't have to do that with Rena, you just get to go. He disappears, you skip, and then he's back. You didn't have to do anything. Again, Celine. Taking her sweet time. Shin. Damn Claude enemies. Hard for us to get at. And we haven't had a lot of battles, so we couldn't build our thing back up. Haha. Skip. Straight into the battle. Gotcha. I shouldn't have used my thing because we can't build it back up. Yeah, he's not hitting us for any damage. Oh, there we go, we got it. Stop doing that. Just pounding away. There we go. Skip. Skip. What is that? What is that now? Something's banging around. Oh, I wonder if the kitten is batting something around in the hallway. Skip. Let's go. And it's a good thing that these, like, super advanced people who've been locked away for billions of years just happen to be carbon-based life forms that also need a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. And they're also, like, roughly the same dimensions as us. I guess it's also convenient for Claude going to expel in that it's a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. And that we eat like the same kinds of foods. So you're like, here. Ow, ow, ow. What? Ah! Jesus. Least graceful cat I've ever seen. Can't even, like, jump on my chair and get on my shoulder without clawing the shit out of me. Definitely have way more superficial cuts now than I did before. Stupid cat. Now, I'm not a cat. I'm not a creature of grace and agility, but I'd like to think if I was a cat, I could handle something as simple as jumping from the floor to somebody's lap. That's like not even 3 feet off the ground. Like, come on, cat. You can't jump 80 centimeters? She's only 2. It's not like she's a geriatric cat with more arthritis than joints, kidney failure and blind and deaf and who knows what else. No, she's a perfectly healthy 2-year-old cat. Come on. Oh, that's nice. Blood on my arm. I'm bleeding. I'm gonna bleed to death. That's what you gotta do. Just kidding. I am bleeding, but it'll stop on its own. By the time I get to the boss of this cave, I'm confident it'll stop. It's more just like a scratch. Like I said, just a scratch, not really a cut, but it's just annoying because of how she like screwed up the jump onto the chair. Did I go the wrong way? Yes, I did. She screwed up the jump onto the chair to my lap to begin with, and then she like tried to jump from my lap up to where my shoulder is to sit on the back of the chair, and she screwed that up too. That's why I was getting so irritated, because she jumps up and just like, nope, just mangles my chest and my shoulder. It's like, come on. I'm not that big. It wasn't like, it was a less of a distance from my lap to my shoulder than it was from the from the floor to my lap. It's annoying. And now she's mad because I like shoved her off the back of the chair. It's like, oh, why are you being mean to me? Why is my human so mean? I feed you and I give you a warm place to live. That's more than you deserve. Damn. That's not true. That's not true. It's just me being an ass. I mean, I do give it food and a warm place to live, but it deserves more than that. Nah. Synard. Okay, so the next skip is when we come back here. Not skip, the next split. I don't know why I keep calling it a skip. It's probably because I'm skipping constantly. Yeah, and we... Oh, I screwed that up. So 5:29. So most of the minute I had saved, we lost. Because I was being an idiot. And then what we're gonna do is, just like last time, after the Field of Love, we're gonna go to L'Aqua. Because I think the teensy tiny little bit of time we spend on our detour to L'Aqua, we more than make up by not having to fly there. Oh, oh. There we go. Now they're putting in some work, bodyguarding. Pass. Oh, I earned that one. I think they messed up the, I guess it is really like, the sound of you walking here, it sounds like we're walking on like a regular tiled floor kind of thing. Even though, like, look around, what are we walking on? Okay, get one of them. We're walking on like sand and broken rocks. Don't think I needed that, to be honest with you, but... Like the health, I think our health was probably fine. Oh, we missed. Damn, I can't believe we missed him so many times. It like doubled the length of that battle. Oddly enough. And it wasn't a very long battle. Okay, no more talking. Yeah, then we'll do the Field of Love. And then L'Aqua. Then Wisdom. And then Might. And then we're done. Room codes. And I guess it is a legit question. Like, what keeps this thing floating in the air? Where does this water come from? Right, how does it get back up here? Go this way. Right, because you see there's like there's waterfalls that drop water from the field into the ocean, but how does it get back up to the field? A teleporter maybe? That just does nothing but teleport water around? And that must be like super inefficient energy-wise, huh? I think I went the wrong way again. That's okay. This one is pretty easy. This one was always, in my opinion, see there, you can see the waterfall. This field was always kind of annoying, in my opinion, because of the enemies that you have to fight here. Yeah, I think I did mess this up. Oh no, because I could take... I can go up this way. I mean, I did mess it up because we're going out of our way. But we'll end right where we need to be. Yeah, the enemies that you fight here are annoying. Wizards and knights with the shields. And then there's the, I think it's like the controllers that can take control, like the PlayStation controllers or Super Nintendo controllers. That can, like, take control of your characters. And it's supposed to be, well, not supposed to, it is, like, the highest level, so you're really supposed to come here last. But, the hell was that? But, in this game, actually, even in all the other games, it's not that hard. It could be, like, it depends on how much grinding and cheese strats that you did. Right, if you went like all in and you're, you know, full bloody armor team, then it doesn't matter what aura you do because you're always going to be OP and you'll never have any problems. What was over here? No, I went to the wrong place. Lock was over here. Darn it. My precious seconds. Oh well. What can I do? Nothing I can do about it. I'm slowly eating away at my time lead. Did I go the wrong way? Yes, I did. Yeah, the cats are playing with this big cardboard house that I got. It's funny. My wife was changing her phone plan anyways, not the phone itself, but Because her plan was wicked expensive. I can't believe what she was paying. Over $90 a month. And she's like, oh, I'm getting 120 gigabytes of data, but I'm always at home. Like, I'm at home on the Wi-Fi a lot, so I only use like 4. It's like, so you're using 4 gigabytes a month, and you're paying for 120? It's insane. So she switched providers, and we were at Staples doing that. And while we were there, I was just hanging out with Leon, walking around. He had a blast pushing a cart. Just pushing his cart around and getting all kinds of stuff. Getting into mischief, really. But there was this like big cardboard house that he had a lot of fun with. He was like, "Oh, let's play with this." Oh, I should have gone up. Oh well. Yeah, and it is big. It is pretty big. Okay, come on, guys. Yeah, see, so it's saying that, it's showing that we can't get by them, but I don't think I actually touched that guy. Hitbox is obviously bigger than the model. But he had a blast in this little house. So I figured, I'll buy one. It's like 40 bucks. It's a bit of a pain in the ass to put together, but it wasn't the end of the world. But him and his brother Kevin, they play with it all the time. And I went the wrong way. And the cats play with it too. They're always like, because there's like doors and windows and everything, so they're always like jumping at each other, ambushing each other through the doors and the windows. And that's what they're doing now. My useless bodyguards. They're making a racket. Making a racket playing with the house. And it's just cardboard, so it's not that heavy. So they end up pushing it around all the time too. So it ends up all over the living room. But yeah, the boys, they still like to play with it, so as they say, right? Kids, you don't need toys, you just need boxes. I figured that was going to be fast. You probably didn't need the damage, it's just that there's lots of enemies and they're spread around on that map, so it makes it easy to kill them all. There we go. Yeah, it's mostly the kitten who's doing that. Likes to play and ambush the mom. And then she'll get irritated. And she'll start meowing really loud at the kitten. Meow! And then she'll whack her in the head. And then the kitten will run off and come back a couple seconds later and ambush the mom. And it's like, man, mom, if you don't want her to ambush you, stop hanging around that house. But they just both love it so much. They can't help it. and they'll like chase each other around. And then when they get tired, they'll go to sleep. Am I gonna have to fight both of these? I wonder if it would be worth it to nah, probably not. I was just gonna say, I wonder if it'd be worth it to set my scout to hunt for enemies so that they would attack us. But that might just make more guys spawn, which would make it more difficult for no real reason. And then I'd have to go in and out of the menu, right? Go into the menu, change my scout, clear that out, finish, leave the menu. So we're gonna fight one. And then do it again, right? When we come here, we come into the next one, right? Go back in the menu again. So now I think I'll just leave it alone. Yeah, and I'm like 99% sure that having more than one of those pendants doesn't do anything. Like that they don't stack, it's just 15%, it's 15% kind of thing. But it seems like sometimes they're pretty quick, but then there'll be times where they just don't do anything. And then it's like, hey, well, do I wait for them to do something, or do I just attack? Like, how much time am I willing to spend here? Or do I just try to walk by? Take the risk, right? Okay, hopefully he doesn't run away from us like last time. No, we got him. Pew pew lasers. Okay, so once we get back to Null, that's our split. Oh, I gotta do this first though. Oh, I wish I had enough brain power to remember to move to move where my timer is sitting on my screen, because it's blocking my mic, like my mic thing here, so I can't see. Okay, there's this. So now the next one is the void matter. Yeah, I'm just curious if like the cat's shenanigans are getting picked up by my mic. Come on, bunny. It'd be easier if I had my map on. I like this. I like that you unlock the fast travel point here, like at this point, like just coming here like this, because then when we come back later, we could just skip to right here and not have to walk down that hallway again. Uh-oh. I screwed up. Ah, damn. I still have my equipment on. I don't think that guy can actually kill me. I wonder if I have like a Mandrake or a Susie, and it's like the whole team. Shit. Oh, I screwed this up. And I don't have any... Oh, I hope I have like mandrakes or something. Otherwise, we're done. Because I can't lose. Oh, he can damage us. It's just going to take a while. Oh, it drops her to 1. It doesn't just like straight up kill her. Oh, this is just wasting time. That's not what I wanted to do. Man, what a waste of time. I was 7.5 minutes ahead. I just lost like 2 minutes there. Easy 2 minutes. Could be even more than that. Too much time talking about cats and not enough paying attention to what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, those banging arounds, they've got to be loud enough to be picked up by the mic. Yes, they're really going at it. And I don't know why, but the mom certainly likes to put like the kitten's face in her mouth and just like chomp chomp. Like, geez, mom, you trying to crack her skull? I think she's too big for that now, to be honest with you. The kitten is too big. I don't think the mom could actually like chew her skull. Well, I've seen videos of like cats eating like big mice and rats and stuff like that, and they can chew through a rat's skull, chew through those bones. Crunch, crunch, crunch. But then those cats tend to be pretty decent size. Like a rat's pretty big. I don't think this 2-year-old cat could take out a rat. She shouldn't have any trouble against a mouse though. Don't have any mice, fingers crossed, knock on wood. It's kind of annoying. I live on the 2nd floor of an apartment building. I've been here since 2017. And the first year everything was good. But then the year after that, some moron decided to take a piece of furniture that was sitting on the curb and bring it into the building. And what do you know, it had freaking bed bugs in it. And then they get an infestation in their unit. And do they decide to tell anybody? No, of course not. Of course not. You don't want to tell anybody you got bed bugs in your unit. No, you keep that a secret. And then that disgusting piece of furniture that you brought into the building, do you take it outside? Do you throw it away? Do you burn it? Bring it to the dump? No, of course not. You be a great neighbor and you put it in the laundry room and you leave it there for like weeks, and you let the bed bugs spread. And I live in a 3-floor walk-up, and by the time anybody, I can't believe the morons who live on the 3rd floor, because well, this is years ago, so I don't think any of them are still around. But none of them said anything. It was people on the 2nd floor who brought up the bedbug issue, because they were coming out of the goddamn walls. Pretty much every single unit in the building had bedbugs that time. It was just an absolute monster of an infestation. It was awful. I had to throw away my bed and my couch. And they had like bug sniffing dogs. So they had these dogs that would come in. Well, it wasn't dog, it was a dog. And the dog could like smell and tell if there were bed bugs in the furniture and stuff like that. It was kind of neat. Oh, I should have used the fast travel. Oh well. And they like steamed everything. Well, the first time it was like chemicals everywhere. I had to take everything, like all the fixtures off the walls and everything like that. It was awful. It was awful. And I get these like I have a bad reaction to their bites, and I get these like huge sores. Oh, it's awful. It's awful. And then the next year, so that was 2018, and then 2019, there was also bed bugs, which was pretty terrible. It just wasn't as bad as the first time. And that one was me. I went to see a movie, and I got one on me from the theater, from the movie theater. I brought it in. Not on purpose, but at the end of the day, it was me. I brought it into the building. I was so mad. You gotta be kidding me. Like you go to the theater and you watch a movie, and then you come home and you got freaking bed bugs in your pants. I guess they wouldn't have been in my pants. It was like my socks or whatever. Oh yeah, Fun City Void Metal. Yeah, it was pretty bad. That time though, it was like just my unit. And again, it was me. It was because I got them at the theater. And that time they like steamed everything. They had this like big steam machine, and they steamed all of my stuff. But then after that, thank God, like I said, fingers crossed, knock on wood, haven't had any problems with them since. They've never come back. But it's mice now. 2020, 2022, 23, and then 25. Oh, this is the skip. Right here, when we get the void matter. Yeah, and again, like I said, I live on the second floor. So how are they even getting in my unit? They're coming through the walls is what they're doing. But now that I've got some kitties, I think they'll take care of that problem for me. If it happens, because it's not every year. And I think if it was going to happen this year, damn cats. I think if it was going to happen this year, I would have already seen one, because it's already cold. It was like minus 29 the other day. Now that was unusual. I think it's, what is it now? I think it was like 19 when I left work today. Yeah, it's 19. Feels like 24. Piss off with your floating around bullshit. Yeah, so at this point you want to just say it's minus 24. And the heat is so high in... Oh, I can't. The heat is so high. It's like hot water radiators. And they've got the boiler temperature so high that I actually have to have my window cracked open a little bit. It's literally minus 24, and I've got my window open to keep my apartment from getting oppressively hot. It's just nuts. I guess that's really nothing. This place I used to live years ago. The first place I moved to after I moved out of my apartment, after I moved out with my parents' place, I mean, it's like 17. Damn cats. They had the hallways so hot that my girlfriend and we had our windows like not open like a sliver, but like open, like open. And it was like that all the time. For most of the winter, we had the windows open. I think we closed them when it got to be like, not even all the way, we just like closed them most of the way. Still had to have some come in when it was like minus 30, and then they were closed all the way when it got to like 40 below, because it was just too much. But then our apartment got so hot walking around. I mean, at that point I was 18 and she was 17. We spent most of the winter in our underwear or naked. Mostly naked, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. But it was so hot. It must have been like 30 degrees in our unit for the whole winter. And at that, like in that apartment, we had electric baseboards, like electric heater baseboard kind of things. And so you would expect your hydro bill to spike in the wintertime, like the power. No, not us. It stayed the same because we didn't turn them on the entire time we were there. Just left them off because the hallways. And like, again, there we were on the second floor also, because the first floor was like the parking garage. It wasn't quite under, like it wasn't underground parking, but like the first floor was just like a lobby with an elevator, and then the heck, and then the building was it this way? I can't remember. And then like the first floor with apartments on it was on the second floor, so like the parking was kind of like under the belt, like under the building, but that was like ground level, and it was just like a fence so that you wouldn't have a bunch of homeless people breaking into your cars. I didn't have a car, I didn't own a vehicle, because I was just a poor 18-year-old working at a restaurant. Was I making like $5.75 an hour? Jesus. I was making nothing. $5.75. And it's funny because a couple years earlier I was doing landscaping. Actually, it would have been like 3 years earlier. I was working at a landscaping place. 15 and a half, making $8 an hour. I should have stuck with that. I would have been in way better shape too. Gained not like a huge amount of weight at the restaurant, but over like the 4.5 years I worked there, I did put on a bit of weight. And then my buddy, who was still doing the landscaping, he was in great shape. But it makes sense, right? Landscaping. It's like a lot of physical labor, a lot of hard labor. So much sod. So much sod. So much raking. Raking and shoveling and making sure everything is nice and level. Laying the sod, carrying it from the pallet all the way out to where you got to put it down. Ah, it's yellow, this one. And the next one is red. Too busy talking about the past, not focused on the now. Oh well. Oh well. And then I moved to... Actually, I moved back home for a little bit. The plan was to like save some money so that my ex and I could move somewhere better. Maybe get a house or whatever. Because this was back in the day when you could get like a 40, 50-year mortgage with zero down. This is before 2008. This is 2001 actually. 2001, 2002. But at that point it would have been 2002. Because we were at that one apartment, the ultra hot apartment. We were there for like the summer, fall, winter, and then we were there for like a year. I think because she moved in first, Like she moved out of her mom's place first. I don't even know how she got that apartment. She would have been like 16 at the time. And then I turned 18. And so there was like a 10-day window when I was 18 and she was 16. Just begging to get arrested. Not that anybody cares. I mean, we'd been together for like 2 years at that point, 2 and a bit. But technically it was illegal. Right? I wasn't in school anymore and she was 16, I was 18. But there was like a 10-day difference between us. A year and 10 days. Because then 10 days later she's 17 and I'm 18. It's still illegal, but I don't know how she got that apartment. Now I'm curious, but I don't have any way of figuring it out. It's not like I can call her and be like, hey, remember that apartment you got when you were a 16-year-old girl? How did you do that? Why did they let you? Because it's not like she was emancipated. Oh well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, and I'm never gonna know. Maybe she knew somebody who ran the place or something, I don't know. I don't even know why she moved out, because she was really close with her mom. Yeah, but it was a nightmare back at my parents' place. Like, it was different when I was living there during school. Like, even though I spent most of my life kind of feeling like, oh, right, the puzzle. It was when we finished the puzzle, right? Is when we do the time, or was it when we start? Oh, I'm gonna do when we finish. Yeah, because at first it was like, it wasn't so bad, but a lot of like, well, you're the kid, I'm the parent kind of thing, or it's like, you know, my house, my rules. But now it's like, well, I'm an adult, and it's always left. I always cock that up, left and then north. I just wasn't interested in putting up with their bullshit. So north, go left, north, right, blue, go right twice, yellow, north. Come on. You get everyone except for the one that I need, and you just lazy sons of bitches. I need the one right in front of the switch. Eating up my time here. So blue, southwest, north. Yeah, so it turned into a lot of arguing, basically. A lot of arguing about stupid bullshit. And they didn't get along with my ex. Okay, so puzzle is done. Ooh, we're bleeding time. Too many mistakes in this last little bit here. Yeah, oh, it was awful. It was like, we weren't even there a year. I think we were only there for like 6 months. 4 to 6 months, and then we'd had enough. Mainly me. My ex was willing to stay to save more money, but I'd had enough. It's like, nah, this is ridiculous. Like, paying rent and then getting yelled at for not doing chores. Like, well, I'm paying rent. Like, I'm paying you to live here, so you're telling me I'm gonna have to pay you and then work for you on top of that? Like, I get some of it, right? Wash your own dishes and that type of shit. Take out your own garbage. But it was more than that. It wasn't like, take care of your stuff. It was like, It was do all of the chores that you had to do when you lived here as a kid. And it's like, really? And so you want me to do that while I'm working and everything? So it's just, no, it's not worth it. So we ended up not saving pretty much any money. And then we moved into an apartment, a different apartment, 11th floor, out of our price range. It was too expensive, but we made it work. We were young, dumb, and in love, so we made it work. Mainly by me working. I'm the one who made it work. Yeah, and then it was a pretty disastrous end. It fell apart fast. Unfortunately. Or fortunately, I guess, right? Like, it's one of those things, you know, people are like, oh, any regrets? Anything you regret or you want to change? It's like, well, not really. Right? Like, actually, no, that's not true. There is something I think I actually mentioned that. I think I like went down this train of thought in a different video. It's like the only thing I would change is I would have gotten a CX-9 in 2020 instead of another Mazda 3. But like, I wouldn't want to change anything big that happened in my past because it would affect my life now. Right? Like, I'm happily married. I've got 2 kids, and you know, you okay, do your thing. You change your life, and what would happen to that, right? I wouldn't want to give that up. Not to like buy a few more months in a doomed relationship in my early 20s, right? It wouldn't be worth it. Boom, and we're done. So we're like 4 minutes ahead. Pretty good. Pretty good. 1:36:45. And it's a little after 2 in the morning. So I'll have time to render, like, get this rendering, and then Saturday night I'll upload it, so you'll get to watch this on Sunday. Hey, Bowman is here. We're getting some different ones. Yeah, Claude and Rena, this one's always the same. Oh, I skipped Celine. Oh well. Nothing of value was lost. Alright, well, 1:36:45. So we are... What was that? That's like 3 minutes and 5 seconds faster than my fastest time, which was 1:39:50, I think, something like that. No, it was 1:39:48, right? Yeah, I think it was that, 1:39:48. So 3 minutes and 3 seconds. And that was on Galaxy, so it's a different difficulty. But just think of, like, I screwed up that first battle, so take like 5 seconds off, so that's 1:36:40. And then I messed some things up, like the battle in Phenol. I messed that up too. So you could take like a minute or maybe a whole minute. I don't know. Maybe let's just say we could easily get that 45 seconds off by not making those mistakes. So maybe that's the goal. 1:36. Can we get it to less than? Can we get those 45 seconds off? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this though. I mean, I kind of enjoy it. On one hand, I kind of enjoy it. I don't know. If I get to 1:36, I don't know if I'll keep trying to get lower than that. But I think 136 is attainable. We might save like 15 seconds. And I'm only going to do like one of these a week. Friday night, which is what I'm doing right now, actually. We'll see. But whatever. That's been it for this one. I'll see you guys next time.